Going from 0 to 1.5 million in 5 years. Steve here with the Janitorial Store, the channel where we help cleaning business owners scale their businesses with systems, tools, and resources. Well, you know, scaling your business from 0 to 1.5 million in 5 years could be a heck of a challenge. So when you break that down, what that means is that you're going to have to do $300,000 per year in sales in order to reach that $1.5 million in 5 years. Well, can you do it? Well, sure you can. You know, the thing that you have to think about is, you know, the size and types of accounts that you're going to go after. Because when you break down that $300,000 per year, that's $25,000 per month. So that's what we're going to need in new sales in order to go ahead and hit our marks for that $1.5 million. So when we do that, like I say, think of the type and the size of the accounts. Now, if we're going after smaller accounts, let's say they're 15,000 square foot facilities, well, we're going to need an awful lot of those facilities to make up that, you know, the $300,000 a year. So what you may want to do is that you may start focusing on mid-size accounts to where you're maybe they're 15,000 to 50,000 square feet. And what you want to do is have an idea as far as what that sales is going to be. We already know that's going to be $25,000 a month. So, but maybe you're thinking that the average account is going to be $2,500 a month or something. But you know, in either case, it will make a difference on the type and size of the account. I know some companies that have built their business to $1 million in 1 year, and how they did that is they went after larger accounts, such as these manufacturing accounts. These manufacturing accounts, you know, you could be billing out $20,000 a month. So you know, it's very easy for you to, you know, hit that $300,000 a year just on 1 or 2 accounts. So keep that in mind, because that's really what you got to have. You have to have that plan of how you're going to do that. Now, the other thing here is, and I've talked about this in other videos, is that, you know, in order for us to hit these sales goals, we have to hit those sales goals, you know, month after month. We have to retain our customers. So the current customers that we have to retain them. A lot of times what I see happening is that the cleaning business will neglect doing any quality control or any follow-up with their clients and customers. Well, that only leads to problems. So eventually they do lose accounts. And it's because nobody's doing quality control. Nobody's monitoring the standard at which they've set for their business and for their client. So it's very, very important to do that. So that'd be the #1 thing you want to do, is make sure that you're doing quality control. So we have to retain those clients, and by doing quality control, that will be one of the things that will help you do that. Make sure you're following up with the client, and checking in with them, you know, periodically, seeing how things are going, you know, and or just to, you know, see how their business is doing. That's very important. Now, also, what you're going to have to do in order to hit $1.5 million in 5 years is that you're going to have to use some strategies for marketing, and you're going to have to use multiple strategies. So, you know, besides having a good website that has a good SEO that's pulling in leads, you know, we're going to have to probably do some Facebook ads and other types of ads. We're going to have to, you know, we're going to have to be doing some networking. You know, we're probably going to have to do some advertising and flyers and postcards, things like that there. So, you know, don't think that just one type of marketing is going to get you the business. We have to use, you know, multiple strategies in order to get the leads coming in, so we can go on these appointments and hopefully close these sales. Now, the real key to this here is that anybody that's scaling from 0 to 1.5 million in 5 years, you better have some systems in place. I tell you, I've seen this time and time again, where companies that are growing quickly, they grow quickly for a period of time, but because they didn't take the time to put in basic systems, they hit a wall. They end up with employee issues. You know, just that's the main one that they end up with was the employee issues, because they got turnover. They got high turnover, and they don't know why. Well, it's probably because they don't have any training in place, and they don't have any onboarding, and they have no really good hiring system in place, and that's where they run into problems. So in order for you to go from 0 to 1.5 million in 5 years, you have to have some systems in place. Now think about this. Okay, if our goal is 5 years to hit that 1.5 million, and we know that's going to take approximately $25,000 a month in order to meet that goal. Well, if we have to spend 1 or 2 months or 3 months developing systems so we can move quickly, well, that means now that we're behind the 8 ball. We haven't met our sales goals. Those sales goals will have to be made up at some point. So keep that in mind. But having our systems in place will allow us to move quickly and to be able to scale faster than if we didn't have them in place. It's a fact. Like I say, I've seen it time and time again, where companies are doing 750,000, 1.3 million, and they just hit a wall because they didn't bother doing some of these basic systems that they needed to get going and get momentum going. So keep that in mind. Now, something too that you can see is that if you go to the Janitorial Store in my house cleaning biz, that you'll be able to see some of these systems. We got them laid out, and so you can do documentation. You can do audio, you can do video, but we have some of these systems laid out on the Janitorial Store in my house cleaning biz. So go there and visit that and check it out. You can go to our library, and there's a wealth of information in there that will help you. If you just go there and type in systems, you'll find a lot of information on that. So that's really the key, is if we're going to scale from 0 to 1.5 million in 5 years, we have to have systems in place. If we have systems in place, then all we need is a plan. We got to be able to retrain our customers, our clients, and we got to make sure that we're using multiple strategies in our marketing, which leads back into our marketing systems. So if we do that, then we can do that. We will be able to scale, to 1.5 million in 5 years. So it's a challenge we can meet, but we just need to do some homework before we can go full blazing on this. So, well, hopefully you found some value of this video, and if you did, feel free to comment or ask a question. Be glad to do a show on that topic. And if you not have already, make sure that you subscribe and turn on those bell notifications to get the latest updates of new videos to help grow your cleaning business. Thanks for checking in today, and let's keep it clean out there.